your girl TP, and you know we had to do it. We're back with another one. Who we talking about today? Today we're talking about the Nets and the Suns and the Pacers and the Bucks. Woo! It's so much going on in NBA today. So we gonna start with Draymond, even though we not talking about no games, but we talking about Draymond being suspended indefinitely. What do y'all think about this? Is this like he's out for the whole season? He's out the NBA for good? Or like what does this consist of? Y'all know what I mean? I'm just like, they're definitely teaching him a lesson. I told y'all yesterday, the 5 games just wasn't enough for him, and it's just like, ooh, you reap what you sow. I know this is like the main talk of the NBA right about now. I did see that he is going to meet up with Rich Paul, his agent, and also the Warriors GM, basically to kind of talk about counseling, because it seems, I don't know, y'all, it seems like it's something going on off the court. Y'all know, I don't know him, obviously. I'm not sure, but that's what it seems like. I think it seems like it's more than just basketball as to what's going on. And then it's like it's showing on the court. Because like I've told y'all before, his performance haven't even been like top tier performance. None this season. Like the stats have not been statting at all. And it's just like, what's going on, Draymond? And maybe the counseling may help. Maybe him taking a longer break may help. And then he's able, like, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all already know I have a soft spot for basketball. So it's like, I do hope that he's able to come back to the NBA. Like, I hope he's just not kicked out for good. Like, what? Because it's like, I feel like back in the day, like in the 90s and stuff, like it was way more aggressive basketball than what's going on today. I just really feel like the NBA is really soft. No, I'm not saying what he did was right. Let's get that started right now. No, I'm not saying that, but I do feel like the NBA is definitely way soft than it was in Michael Jordan type of days. Like, if we just being honest, you know, but getting kicked out, I don't like I said, I don't know if it's like a full kick out or if it's just like they're talking about like discussing like counseling or some type of anger management. Y'all, I don't know, but I'm just like, oh, like I'm really like torn between the two. Like, it's like, okay, yes, you deserve consequences, but at the same time, it's like getting kicked out though, like indefinitely. Like, I don't know, y'all. But anyways, we're gonna jump into the games now. I just had to like get that off my chest because it's just like, what do y'all think? Is this fair? I don't think it's fair, y'all. I don't feel like he should get kicked out. Maybe some more suspensions, maybe without the pay. But, and then it's like for you to be like, he could still practice with the team. That's just even more slap in the face. So it's just like, it's a reminder every single day. I'm practicing with my team, but I can't go play no games. Or I'm suspended out the lead or whatever the case may be. It's like, if you're going to suspend me, do it all the way around, you know? But, okay. I'm done. We're talking about the games now. We're going to talk about the Nets and the Suns first. The Suns lost to the Nets 112 to 116. Yes, Brooklyn beat the Nets. And the crazy thing about it is we finally got all 3 players last night and they did not win. We had KD. We had Bradley Beal. We had Devin Booker all playing last night, but it was not enough to get the win against Brooklyn. Let's just unpack because I feel like they should have beat Brooklyn last night, but at the end of the day, I do understand it's the first game, so it's like you do have, I mean, y'all practice dang near every day together, but actually playing in the game, I do get y'all have to like learn each other's game. Y'all do have to like get some type of chemistry. I feel like KD and Devin Booker, like they have the chemistry, but it's just like now we got to add Bradley Beal in because he's only played 5 games this season and this was the first game, you know what I'm saying, that they all played together. And I think once the chemistry start getting, you know, good and start flowing and then it just becomes natural, I think then it's like, okay, we can, like, they're gonna start really dominating. This is just really the beginning for them. Like, they gotta learn each other. So it's like, I'm not mad that they lost, but then I'm still like, I just really feel like they could have beat Brooklyn. They just could have beat them. Some stats that I want to talk about when it comes to the Suns. We had Kevin Durant finishing with 27 points, and then he had 6 rebounds. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say about Kevin Durant. He's a very consistent player. His stats are always like top tier, but I can say, like, first quarter, he wasn't hitting nothing. Like he was trying threes, he was trying his jump shot. He was even missing free throws. And it was one point they had got a tech. Brooklyn got a tech, and he told Devin Booker, like, nah, I'm gonna shoot the free throw, and missed the free throws. Like, Kevin Durant, how are you missing free throws? Like, you're like one of the up there free throw shooters. Like, your percentage is really good. And so I don't know if it's still like his ankle is still sprained and he's just trying to get back into the groove of it, because he didn't play against the Warriors the night before. So maybe that's just what it was. Like, okay, maybe my ankle's still a little swole or sore or whatever the case may be. But it was like he started off really cold. Like, let's just start there. He was not hitting nothing in the first quarter, and I was just like, ugh, this is not looking good for him. I was a little scared for him, but then he ended up finishing, getting his 27 points. So kudos to you for that. The next person I'm gonna talk about Devin Booker. Y'all already know how I tell y'all, even him, he's always a well-rounded player, always consistent. His numbers are always like top tier to me. I don't feel like I've seen him have like a bad game this season so far. Don't want to jinx you, Devin, but he haven't had a bad game to me this season. He ended up finishing with 34 points, and then he had 12 assists, finishing with a double. Yes, like, his assists are always good. So that means, like I told y'all, he's passing the ball, he's watching the court, he's not being a selfish type of player. And it just works for him. Yeah, like, it just works. Like, his performance is just really consistent, and I love that about Devin Booker. The other person I want to talk about, and I know he's gonna be getting talked about a lot, is Nurkic. I don't know why I say his name like that every time, but Nurkic, he ended up finishing the game with 15 points, and he had 22 rebounds. Yes, 22 rebounds. So it was just like, great. You did good. Like, for you to have 22 rebounds, defensive and offensive, like, you doing great. Like I've told y'all before, I do want him to be a bit more aggressive. Maybe the whole Draymond situation may get him there, because now I feel like he's going to be talked about for at least the rest of this week, I should say, and probably next. However long Draymond stuff is going on, he's going to be talked about, because his name is going to be brought up because it happened to him. But I feel like he played great last night. It was just not enough to, you know what I'm saying, get the win. But the thing about the Suns is, like I tell y'all all the time, it's like they kind of like start hot, and then they just kind of like level out, and then it's kind of like a nail-biting type of game towards the end. Because the thing about it with the Suns, they were up 15 points in the first half. So it's like, for y'all to blow that lead, it just shows that defense was not, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't being played. And I talk about this all the time with them. Y'all have to play defense for the whole entire game. Point blank period. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. It's playing defense the whole game. And that's just it. Like, y'all were up, and then y'all end up losing to Brooklyn. So now we're just gonna flip it over to Brooklyn Nets. First thing first, I love how the Suns gave a tribute to Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, because y'all know this was their first time playing in Phoenix since they have been traded. So it was like, for them to like just give them that a warm welcome, and then the crowd, you know, giving them a standing ovation. It just shows a lot, like, about them, how they played. They brought their team to the finals, although they didn't win. But it was just like, for y'all to get that far, y'all deserve a standing ovation. So proud of y'all for that. Like, for the crowd just welcoming y'all, and then y'all coming back to the Suns and saying, yeah, we got traded, but we finna win. We back at the desert. What is wrong with me? But we got the win, point blank period. We had Mikal Bridges finishing with 21 points. No, he wasn't the leader of the team this time, like the scoring leader, I should say. It was Cam Thomas finishing with 24 points, and he had 4 assists, because y'all know I talk about Cam Thomas, his rebounds below and his assists below. So I'm just happy that he even got 4 assists last night. But he was the start of the show last night when it came to the game. And I just kind of feel like when it comes to Cam Thomas, I feel like he's constantly like proving himself to show like how great of a player he is, because he's not that tall. If I'm not mistaken, like, yeah, he's over 6 feet, but I don't think he's just like 6'6" or something like that. But yeah, I just feel like he's just proving, he always has to prove himself, and I feel like he does just that. It was one time, I think in the first quarter, KD was like guarding him, but it's like he shined. He did what he needed to do. I think he hit 10 of his points in the fourth quarter, so it was like big ups to you. And then even in the fourth quarter, it was like, yeah, they were behind, but the 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Brooklyn Nets, why do I always say that? The Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn, they basically kept the lead the whole time, 10 minutes in the fourth quarter, and they never trailed. So it was like big ups to y'all for that. Big ups to Mikal. Big ups to Cam Johnson for y'all just coming back to Phoenix and doing what y'all needed to do to get that win. I'm excited that we got to finally see all 3 play. Like I said, they do need that chemistry going and working. And that's going to take time. Like I said, it was only game 1, like, with them together. But I'm pretty sure they're going to win. I hope I hope it's consistent now. I hope Bradley is back for good. I hope KD ankle is, better. And, we got D-Book. So it's just like, I hope it's like a well-rounded type of thing that's about to happen. And I am excited for it, because that's all I've been talking about. I feel like on this channel is like, I want all 3 of them to play. It's never all 3. So it's like we finally got that. Even though we got them losing, coming back, and y'all lost, but it's all good. It's all good. We gonna just charge it to the game. Anyways, now that's all I have for that game. So we're switching it over to the Pacers and the Bucks. Oh, I don't know who I want to talk about first. I feel like I'm going to talk about the Pacers first, because they lost 126 to 140. And the only reason I want to talk about the Pacers first is because I want to talk about Tyrese Halliburton. Y'all remember the last time I was talking about him, when him doing the Dame time, with the whole, and Dame basically told him to be humble. And I think that's just what the Bucks did to him. They humbled him in a sense of Giannis. I think Giannis did this move, and basically he just stepped over him, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, like, you're still fresh in the game. Y'all ain't made it to the playoffs. Y'all, you can't do all of that. Like, it's not happening right now. Although I love watching the Pacers play, and y'all know I wanted them to win for the in-season tournament, but I think Dame was right with being humble, because that's just what they did last night, was humble him. He ended up finishing the game with 22 points, and then he had 7 assists. So kind of it ain't a quiet Tyrese Halliburton, but it's a quiet, like, he's done better. And he's definitely put on a performance before, and it just wasn't happening. They were locking him up last night, just as though the Lakers were in the finals for the in-season tournament. So yeah, now it's just time to just get back in the gym, work harder, come back harder, and just prove yourself. You know what I mean? And then the next person I want to talk about on their team is Miles Turner. And he finished the game with 22 points as well. And then he had 9 rebounds. Now, let's talk about the juicy stuff on the Bucks side with Giannis. First thing first, do I want to talk about Giannis' stats? Or, yeah, we'll talk about Giannis' stats. Giannis finished the game, y'all, with 64 points. And he had 14 rebounds. Remind you, the score was 140, so he dang near finished half of the points of the Bucks. Like, 64, like, where do they do that? Where they do that at? Big ups to you. That's all I can say. Big ups to you is like, you finished the game. And then he basically got taken down. Is it Nesmith? I think that's his name. I think that's his name. But let's talk about Bobby standing up for Giannis. Like, he was like, he all I know is Bobby Portis wanted all the smoke last night when it came to Nesmith taking down Giannis. He was like, that was uncalled for. But those was not his words. He was like, what the F you doing? N-word. What is wrong with me? No, that's why he was mad. Y'all already know his eyes is big, so they was like even like they was bug. And he just took up for his teammate. Like, what the F you doing? Like, what is going on? Like, this ain't finna happen. It's not finna go down. Like, Bobby wanted all the smoke. He didn't care if he was about to get thrown. He wanted all the smoke. It was no backing down. He was P.O. Pissed off. But he ended up finishing the game with 19 points. So big ups to you, Bobby. But I'm just like, man, Bobby wanted all the smoke. And he did. And then we had Dame Dollar finishing the game with 21 points. And then he had 6 assists. So everybody did good. Like I said, they all got the win. Bobby wanted the smoke. And that's just what it was. And I just be feeling like when it comes to the NBA, it's always like when it's one fight, even though Draymond, it wasn't a fight. But when it's something, always like a little scuffle going on, then it's like another team got something going on. Like it's like a domino effect when it comes to that. It's like, okay, you want the smoke, who wants the smoke? No smoke. Like, come on now. But y'all, that's all I had. I am about to go do my second workout because I have to work out with my mother today. So y'all already know what I'm about to say. I need y'all to be what? Productive, because I was productive. What else? I don't even know who's playing tonight, but y'all know I'm gonna be back tomorrow with a review because that's what I do. I rhymed there. Oh, I'm so lame. What else do I have? I think that's all I have. Being back tomorrow with a review. I need y'all to be productive. I need y'all to set an intention and fulfill the intention. I think that's all I have, y'all. I am TV. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to turn on your notification bell so y'all could be alerted when I post. Once again, I'm TB. Peace out. Bye.